Hey to the people, welcome, 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 welcome. It's another Thursday night after show here on No Chaser TV. My name is Chase, and I'll be your host for this evening here for the Real Housewives of Orange County uh, after show review. As you can see, my co-host is not here with me this evening. She is on vacation. She's still enjoying her holiday. And I was going to go ahead and enjoy mine too, but this episode, honey, moved me to chorus. So before we get started, make sure that you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notification bell so you'll know when we go live. This is the only show that we're doing this week because it's Labor Day to me still. I don't care if Labor Day was on Monday, it's still Labor Day week, so we are laboring around. But I mean, listen, Diva, I had to go ahead and check in and clock in with y'all because what the fuck did we all just watch? The trauma of it all, the blackmail of it all, the extortion of it all, the tomfoolery of it all. You guys come on in, come on in. Hey, everybody over there on X and Twitter. How y'all doing? Peace and love. Hey, divas. Yes. Hey, everybody on Facebook. Hey, everybody on Twitch. Excuse me. Hey, everybody on the U and the Tube. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna try to get y'all in and out, but y'all know who I get. And when I get passionate about something, make sure that you guys are following us over on X as well as and Instagram, hell, and TikTok and everywhere. No Chaser _TV. Make sure that you guys are doing that. Shantae is off for the week. Kind of wish I was too. She is on vacation, so much wishes, much well wishes to her. Hey, Amanda K, thank you for being in the comments. I appreciate that. Who else is in the room? Yeah, 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 this is it. Alexis and Johnny J, y'all got to go. I can't do it. I can't do it. Leave Shannon alone. Y'all gonna be hearing me say that a lot tonight. I I am utterly mortified at what I just watched. I'm utterly disgusted by what I just watched. Mmm. That was a mess. That was a mess. All right, there we go. I had to get that recap up, y'all. But before we go ahead and get the recap, hey, love, love, love. Child, is going on out there in Jersey, ain't it? Love, love, love. Child. We won't go ahead and get into the Teresa and Melissa and everybody else of it all. Hey, Demisio. Demisio is in the back working. We're going to try some things out new. I've been working, trying to figure out some things. And so we're going to see how this goes. By the way, I do want to say that I do have my contacts. So I know y'all see me going like this. I have my contacts. It took me 2 hours and I still could not get them in my eyes. So they're the hard scleral lenses and not just the regular soft contacts. It took me almost 2 hours. I tried and tried to get them in. I'm working on it, y'all. Y'all work with me, but eventually I'll be able to see and get the reading clearly, okay? But let's see what we're gonna do until the end. Really quickly, I want to go ahead and talk about something to the people. Can I talk about something? Can I get some? Go ahead and get. Thank you. We know you're here. I saw you in the back. All right. Now see, here we go. Let's go ahead and wrap a tanks. All right, know what I'm doing, y'all. Okay. Yes, girl, let's get into it, Diva. Because Tamara Judge tearfully tells Vicky Gunvalson to leave my family alone after Gunvalson's remarks about her estranged daughter this week. So I'm learning some new things, child. Okay. Yes. Ooh, let me see. Ooh, y'all just, ooh. I don't know what this is. Y'all work with me, child. I'm learning. I'm learning. All right. So as we know that Vicky and Shannon, excuse me, Vicky and Tamara have been going back and forth in the press. Vicky feels that Tamara has been much too mean to Shannon. We got to start a hashtag Leave Shannon Alone movement because do I have to get a hashtag Leave Shannon Alone T-shirt? Leave Shannon alone, okay? And Vicky is going to be the sister to her, like Tamara should have been, much like Kathy Hilton is the sister to Kim Richards that Kyle could never be. Okay? Want you to be a real sister like Kathy. Well, all right. So on Monday, September 2nd, Vicki Gunvalson spoke about Tamara Judge's estranged relationship with her eldest daughter amid the two Real Housewives of Orange County stars' current rift. The next day, Judge replied to Gunvalson's comments saying she didn't give a shit what she said and referenced Gunvalson's previous relationship with Brooks Ayers. On Wednesday, on Wednesday, September 4th, Tamara Judge tearfully told Gunvalson to leave her family alone. Now, I find this highly hypocritical, and I know that children should be off limits, but there is absolutely nothing that is off limits to Tamara Judge. Nothing. Tamara Judge, Barney Judge, whatever her last name is, Tammy Sue. Nothing's off limits to Tammy Sue. Not even children. Do we have to go back to the season 5 or 6 reunion where Tammy Sue brought up the fact that Alexis allegedly had the children in the stroller and the stroller went into the pool, trying to highlight the fact that Alexis was a bad person and a bad mom by using her children to do so. So therefore, you have set a precedent, I don't care how many years ago it is, that you will use children to make your point. And that's what Vicki Gunvalson did. Now, I know that people feel a way about Vicki G because she's allegedly embroiled in a lawsuit, the lawsuit of it all right now, of course, in the Brooks Ayers alleged scam of it all years ago. But when you're right, you're right. When you're right, you're right. Whew, Lord Jesus. Okay, all these ads now. Come on, let's get to the reading. Let's get this over with. Judge 57, who is currently recovering from recent cosmetic surgery procedure. Well, I don't know if it was surgery, but cosmetic procedures, posted on Instagram stories on Wednesday, September 4th, in response to Gunvalson's comments on the Monday, September 2nd episode of My Friends, My Soulmate, My Podcast. She says, I tried hard not to listen to what Vicki had said about me, and I just keep getting bombarded with it. Judge tearfully began. I'm in disbelief. In such disbelief, this woman will go so low. Do you know what it's like to lose a child? Do you know what it's like? It's the most painful thing in the world. And to insinuate it was because I was on the show, no, that's not what it is. You win, Vicki. I don't know what you want from me, but you got it. You win. Okay? You kick me when I'm down. You hurt me all the time. I can't do it anymore, she said. I know you lying. We have literally watched you kick freaking Shannon like a football all up and down the field this whole season of the Real Housewives of Orange County, continuing to engage in the most vile display that I've ever seen on the Real Housewives. Like, this is low for Tamara. Like, this whole Alexis, Johnny J of it all. Tamara's definitely encouraging it. She's definitely behind it. And what she's going to try to do is conveniently switch up during the season so that we can be like, oh, she's a great person. She's there for Shannon. Oh, that ship is sailed. You're not a great person. You weren't there for Shannon. And what you think you're doing is being done 10 times fold unto you. Because not only did you think that you guys were going to come on there and damage Shannon's reputation, it's not damaging Shannon's reputation. It's damaging Johnny J's reputation. It's damaging Alexis's reputation. And it's also damaging your reputation. She's also winning. Because I'm about ready to get a t-shirt that say, leave Shannon alone, damn it. Leave her alone. And see, that's what I think, right? Next season when we come back, Lord knows that Gretchen and Vicki are insufferable, but they are equally as insufferable as Tamara to me. So if we're going to have a Tamara Judge, we need a Vicki or a Gretchen, somebody to equally wash that out and just be insufferable together. Because see, the thing about what's happening with the Real Housewives of Orange County is Tamara has been left to her own devices to run amok. I personally do not think that she should be relieved from her duties on the show because it is made for a show. But even though it is, I guess you would say, and some would say entertaining, it is mean spirited. Just as she's always been on this platform. And so for me, it's not fair to watch me watch her stack the deck against cast members and nobody gets to stack the deck against her. Because we all know when the deck is stacked against her, when the story is on her, when it's her time, she gets to taking off and you'll never see me again barefoot running the the dash, doing the dash and taking off like a track star. She can't handle it when it's on her. You see, Vicky turned a little bit up on her and said, "Hey, your daughter, your daughter, your daughter," and now she said, "You can have my stuff. What do you want from me? I can't believe you would go this low. You constantly are low. So, Tamara, if you're constantly low, how are you surprised that somebody's going low with you? Turn the brain on. Turn it on. I don't even want to read no more of this. I don't know how to do this. We're gonna see if I did it right. Yay! I'm so proud, y'all. I learned how to do that over the weekend. I was like, I cannot wait to show my divas what I learned over the weekend. Okay, yes. I'm so proud of me because, listen, I am not the most tech savvy. I always wanted to have my own channel. I always wanted to do this. I've done it for years for other platforms and other, big platform, all types of platforms in between, and contributed to their success. And so it's never been on my heart to learn how to run things. I just wanted to show up and talk with y'all, right? And I've learned that nothing's gonna be given to me. And if I want, you know, to be successful, I'm gonna have to learn different things. So I just have really been taking the time to learn how to edit. Y'all see I got a little outline around the picture this time, you know what I'm saying? To learn how to edit, to learn how to do this, and we're just gonna keep going up, up, and up. Thank y'all for tuning in. Over 100 of you guys here. So let's just go ahead and get into what y'all came to talk about, okay? I know that there are comments on the screen. Y'all know I can't see them. I told you it took me 2 hours to try to get the context in, and I couldn't even do that. So we started the episode with Heather and her family. They're loving LA, and she's loving her children. Her children are trans, just a blended family, truly, and she supports them 100%. So much so that she is having a event in support of those rights. This episode, and a group will be going to Sonoma to celebrate that. I have a lot to say about Heather. Y'all know I let Heather have it. I goes in and let's have on Miss Heather Dubrow. But one thing she is a supportive mom and a great mom at that. So kudos to you. I normally don't give kudos to people for doing the right thing, but in a society where doing the right thing is not often acknowledged, rewarded, or anything, I'm always go ahead and stand up because I'll be honest with you, my mama loved me to death. She really do. She loved me to death. But in the early 2000s, the 2000s period, there just wouldn't have been no way that she would have understood that I always felt that I was, supposed to be a girl growing up. I really did. I just did not have the courage to transition. So I never did. I don't regret it, but I never had the courage. But if I would have felt that I had the support and allyship in my household when it came to that particular aspect of life, maybe I would have tried it. I don't know. So the fact that she has created an environment where her children can really truly be themselves and be who they are supposed to be in their eyes, then more power to it. Even Alexis, more power to it. That's all the power I'm giving them to heifers. Now Jen has a court date to get temporary support. And she's FaceTiming Katie talking about it. Katie mentions that she got nothing in her divorce, and Jen is nervous and, of course, starts the tears. And so we're going to be crying this whole episode, child. Now, Heather is flying the group private to her Sonoma event. And before they got on the plane, Shannon was going through pictures of Johnny J and Alexis making their red carpet debut. And she was like, I bought those shoes. And I got to be honest with you, that's a normal reaction. That's a normal reaction. Child, you on the red carpet with the girl who is on the show with me, and you wearing stuff that I bought you, but you hollering about these $75,000 that you gave me to do certain things when for the whole first 2 years of this relationship, allegedly I paid for everything. You hollering about $75,000. If she got a receipt for everything, I would have counted his ass in court. Well, then you gonna get your 75, and I want my whatever I spent on these last 2 years. I want that Ferragamo belt and no shoes. You take them off right now, and you give them back. You got me fucked up. Shannon, you better than me. Because, baby, I would have sent her. She said she got a receipt for everything. I would have sent a receipt right on back. I give you them 75K. Soon as you give me back everything I paid for, you'll get it back. Yep. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the 75K out of what you owe me for me being there for you, because that's what a relationship is about. Where you lack, I make up for. Where I lack, you make up for. And it seemed like you lacked in funds, and so that's where Shannon took the responsibility, and you was dropping that big old D off in them draws, and so it was equally working out. And now you talking about you want $75,000 back. You better get it off Alexis' check. You better get off Lexus' check since you have a Lexus storyline. Hell, you on Lexus story. I say, baby, you better cut half of that check. Got me fucked up. You better than me, Shannon. So then what do the girls do? Gina and Emily being Gina and Emily, Jimily being Jimily, of course. They bring it up. Oops. Oops, Ferragamo just oops. Did I just say that? Yeah, you said it. You said it on purpose. Stop playing with me, okay? So Tamara, of course, can't let a moment pass her, because one thing about Tamara, when it's getting low, she goes high. She never, no, I lied. I take that back. She goes even lower. So she says, yo, Alexis, what kind of shoes did your man have on last night? And Alexis is just, oh, I'm sorry. Alexis is just, you know, that's just my Johnny J. Oh, just my Johnny J. Oh, he had on Ferragamo's, girl. You better get into it. The designer, Ferragamo. If I was Shannon, I would say, I got the receipt for that right here. You tell your man to take them shoes off and run me my shit back, okay? That's what you do, since you know every damn thing. I'm getting hot tonight. Hashtag leave Shannon alone. Alexis is over it, and she wants to make nice with Shannon for the sake of Heather's event. Gina and Katie are sitting next to her in the car after they've gotten off the limo, and they're hearing the limo, the private jet, and they're hearing, Alexis say how she just wants to move forward. They're like, one thing you don't want to do is move forward, Alexis. Stop it. Oh, now you want to move forward because you realize that your camera time is being impacted and people are choosing Shannon over your ass. So that's what this is about. You should have got to know the girls authentically, and you should have let Johnny J come up authentically. When you had the head-on collision, aka conversation on the first episode about Johnny J, and that lady said, "You know what? Hey, I don't care about Johnny J. I'm not banging with you because your name is on a lawsuit. You should have proven that your name wasn't on that lawsuit. You should have let her go and say, hey, listen, I don't know what you and Johnny J got going on. I don't even know you. It has nothing to do with me. And so therefore, we're just gonna go ahead and move on. You don't say nothing about Johnny J around me, and I won't go ahead and bring up these videos he got on you. And we're gonna keep it cute. We're gonna keep it cute, mute, and we're gonna keep it moving. But you didn't do that, did you? No. Every episode, Johnny J, Johnny J, Johnny J. That's just my Johnny J, Johnny J, Johnny J. That's just my Johnny J, Johnny J, Johnny J. And now look, you find your ass at home, at home, at home. Oh, with Johnny J, Johnny J, Johnny J, because don't nobody want to film with you because of what you are doing and Johnny J are doing to Shannon. Don't nobody want to fuck with you. And now you find out the hard way that not only is your scenes being affected and your camera time being affected, I'm sure as a friend of, that means that your episodic rate is getting affected too. So now you understand what we trying to tell your ass. You're not coming back next season. I mean, because what is the point of bringing her back next season if the only thing she has going on is my Johnny J, Johnny J, Johnny J, and this Johnny J is so triggering and so hard for so many viewers to watch. We've seen Shannon be down on her luck, back against the wind, trying to make it, no way to win. Y'all know I say that every week, and you're the source of that because Johnny J doesn't sit around and film with the girls. So you sit around and film with the girls, and there's a trigger for Shannon. We tired of seeing Shannon being triggered. We want to see Shannon win. So if that means that your ass don't get to come back next season, oh well, that's a win for me and a win for Shannon too, because we're over this. I am over it. It is not productive. Every week is a new low. And this was the lowest by far. This week was the lowest by far. So the girls split into groups, and Shannon orders a vodka drink. On camera, she orders a vodka drink. Now, Shannon says she's doing the work. I just would think for me, I don't know. You know, we don't get to dictate what a person's rock bottom is. And Shannon does not feel, I mean, I don't know because it's contradictory. On one point, you're at the lowest of your life, you're sobbing, you know, you're heading this situation dead on, you're having cocktail, but then on the other hand, I mean, you got to blow up your car and cut a hole in the bottom of the car and stop it up like the Flintstones in order to get anywhere, randomly drug test every 5 fucking minutes in your car on one hand, and then on the other hand, you're saying, but I can have a cocktail. I don't think that you personally should be drinking at all, period. I would have went this whole season without a cocktail, or at least not on camera. You're doing it on camera, diva. I can't support that because that picture that you saw should be the reminder every day of what happens when you drink. Sometimes the drink control you, and sometimes you control the drink. And like to me, Diva, the drink controls you. I wouldn't order shit around these girls. I would make sure if I was drinking and I for whatever the reason still needed that drink, it wouldn't be A, on camera, and B, it wouldn't be around a bunch of girls who gonna go do nothing but sit around and stir up mess. It just would not be what I would do. It's not a good look, Diva. I don't live. Hey, DM Rocks. I feel so bad for Shannon when she was shaking, showing the pictures to Heather. I just didn't know. I did not know that we were going there with those pictures tonight, y'all. Like I almost fell off the bed. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, you guys. I was so shocked at those pictures. You're absolutely right, Jim Rocks. Oh, it's almost 180 people. Oh my God, it's like over 200 people watching. Wow. Jeez Louise. Thank y'all for showing up. One thing about us over here on No Chaser TV, especially me, I cuss a lot. I'm gonna cuss. You're gonna get a lot of cussing, but you're gonna get the real. We just went down and broke. We just went ahead and broke down Tamara versus Vicky. And you know the thing about Tamara versus Vicky is it low for someone to bring up children? Yes, Vicky is. I just don't like people bringing up children in an argument to prove a point. I don't like it. However, when you fight against Tamara Judge, you got to get the getter before the getter gets you. Because one thing about Tamara, if it was Vicky children, if it was Brianna that did not fuck with Tamara or with Vicky, Tamara would have brought it up. So, do I feel any empathy or sympathy for? Well, am I empathetic? I am empathetic because I understand how that would hurt you. Am I sympathetic about what Vicky did this week? Absolutely not. And Vicky stood on business. And so for me, even though, you know, I don't dislike Vicky like everybody else does, I am not the biggest Vicky Gunvalson fan. However, sometimes you gotta fight dirty with dirt. I don't know what to say, y'all. Back into this. Shannon, you know you nasty and dead wrong for ordering that cocktail. Why would you order that cocktail on camera and you talk about you changed your life? You didn't get your life back to Jesus. And now you ordering cocktails talking about I'm at the lowest of my life. You know, I'll be honest with you, this stuff that you're going through would drive me to have a drink, but I just don't think it's in your best interest at this moment, Diva, to order a cocktail. I'm just being honest. Whew. Mm-mm-mm. Now Johnny J was on the red carpet doing camera interviews, and Johnny J was on the red carpet doing camera interviews with Alexis, and Shannon feels that's hypocritical because Shannon, he wants Shannon to keep his name out of the press. Meanwhile, he's talking to the press. And I understand what Shannon is saying, but what I think Johnny J is saying is stop telling the truth about me in the press or the alleged truth about me in the press because you're damaging my name in the community. You can talk to the press, just don't talk to them about me. So I'm gonna have to do my research, and next week I'll come back and see if Johnny J was on the red carpet talking about Shannon, because if he's on the red carpet talking about Shannon, baby, you can hang it up flat screen, okay? But I do understand the caveat. Just because I don't want you talking about me doesn't mean that I don't want to be out on the thing talking. Period. I got other things going on, like Alexis, which, hey, is that really going on? Is that happening? Is that what's today? I don't know. Now today is the day that she has to respond to Johnny J. Johnny J. She offered him about half, and she won't go a penny higher because it feels like extortion. Baby, it allegedly is extortion. Now I say allegedly because I ain't got no money, y'all, and I don't have no money. I don't want to get sued. It allegedly is extortion. If you have a tape of people crashing, or I'm gonna get a Johnny J ass later on tonight. If you have a tape of people allegedly crashing into objects and almost running over people and stuff like that, and you're saying if the person does not give you all of their money and not a penny less, you're going to release that, then that means that you're making me pay you under duress, diva. You ain't getting a penny from me. You got me fucked up. Anyway, Alexis thanks Heather for not excluding her from this particular event because the cause is important to her. And Alexis just wants to figure out things so they can move forward as a group. There's a whole bunch of BS and baloney. You want to figure out things so you can go ahead and continue filming. And as I mentioned earlier, you should have thought about that when you came on the scene. The calculated attempts to have an issue over Johnny Jam, it be that. It just wasn't like it could have been. I mean, it could have been fun, you guys arguing over a man. I mean, that's so passe and so 2000 and late. But I mean, if you want to argue over a man, that's one thing. But when it gets into videos being released and all these other things that it's gotten into, it's nasty territory, and you lost. Now, nobody want to film with you. We don't feel bad. Moving forward, Family Equality did sue Florida and win over the "Don't Say Gay" law. And now they can say gay, 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 gay in Florida. Gay, 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 gay. If you got a problem with gay, 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 gay being said, oh well, because we're going to say gay over here on No Chase TV. Gay. Jen finally joins the ladies. And I'll be honest, when Jen showed up, was I the only one who was like, oh my God, Jen's here. Yay. I was so excited. I love Jen. Hey, Jen, yay. Woo. Woo. I love Jen. I'm sorry. Jen's my favorite. I would love to interview Jen. Oh, I love Jen. Anyway, um, so she joins the ladies and they immediately get to talking about her court case. She says it did not go the way that she thought it would. That very same courthouse years ago was where they were last together um, when they adopted their child, and now they are discussing divorce in the very same courtroom, which has to be traumatic. Um, she won temporary support for $6,000 for 5 kids in OC. That's fucked up. Let me just say this, okay? If I have children and I have the means, I want my children to continue living in the manner to which they have become accustomed to. My children are not going to be whining and dining like kings and queens at my house, and then when they go back to their mama house, they sleeping in the alley eating poke and beans. Not on my watch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And whatever the reason why you left Jen, I understand that. But this is not about Jen. This is about my children. And when the last child leave, you better figure it out. If it's gotten that bad between me and you to the point that I don't wish you well, I don't want to see you do good. I don't want to see you maintain the same level of lifestyle that we have become accustomed to with me. It's not about us. It's about our children. And my children, when they come over here, are not going to be wined and dined like kings and queens. And then when they go back to your house, sleep in an alley eating pork and beans. It's not going to happen. So for me, I look at her husband as less than a father because of that. Now, Jen is smart since she does not have any other income coming in outside of the Real Housewives of Orange County and this $6,000 a month. For as long as she's shacking up with Ryan, she better save them checks. That's all I got to say. Because you're going to need them, Diva. Apparently, if what's happening to Ryan is true, or you're going to need them $6,000 a month. And I don't know where you're going to stay. because you can't get through with Gina anymore because you don't ruin Gina's name all up and down the real estate in Orange County because the people know you're not gonna pay that rent. So I don't even know if you can stay in the casita. You know, if the girlfriend can hook you up in the casita because you have to burn that bridge and ruin their reputation. So I don't know. I really wish the best for all of the OC women and just all of the OC women because I wish the best for everyone. I really do. And I really want to see Jen win. So I'm really invested in Jen. Meanwhile, Tamara is saying that there was a picture of Shannon by herself at a bar having a drink while Johnny J and Alexis were on the red carpet. Excuse me. Now, Shannon says um, she was not having like a drink. She was having a Pellegrino, whatever. And Heather's like, girl, who sit at the bar having mocktails by themselves? My mocktail drinkers, to my mocktail people, do y'all sit at the bar and say, let me get one mocktail straight up with a twist on the double? Keep them coming. Like, is that like a thing? How are we supposed to believe anything Shannon says out of her mouth when it comes to cocktail when she ordered one? I don't know. It was a vodka, Shannon, I feel, allegedly. But if you already are drinking on camera, why you just couldn't say that's what it was? Oh, because you got that blow up car and you don't want to get caught. Okay. Well, I'm not the girl to blow your tea. I'm not gonna spill your tea. Now, Gina got a new dog, and Katie feels it is to put a band aid on things going on between her and Travis. Gina is renovating her house. Now, she's renovating the house that she put Travis out of, and then she says, while it's being renovated, her and her children are at Travis's house. And Travis is frustrated, absolutely, because this highlights everything that I've ever said about Gina when it comes to Travis this season. You're using the man. You have to learn how to cut ties, Diva. You and Travis, you got to stand up for yourself. No, I don't want to be in a relationship with you if we cannot be together. And while I'm down on my luck, back against the wind, trying to make it no way to win, you will not be there for me and wish the way that I was there for you. No, I don't want that. No, I'm not happy with our arrangement. Say that because you're not. And Gina, I find it gross that you moved out, you did all of these things, you need your space, and now you're back in his space. Find somebody else house to go to. Find somebody else house to go to. Find somebody else house to go to. You officially, yeah, there's a thing, a word that we use when we find like a person that is just like simping out for us and just is going to do anything for us, no matter what it does to them in the process. And it's called a duck. Travis, you are officially a duck. Ain't no way. Just a lame duck. There's no way. I love these children, yes, but I'm hurting. This situation that you requested is hurting us. And so now you come back when it's convenient to you. Because sure as I know, as soon as that house is renovated, as soon as you're on the up and up again, you're going to leave me high and dry again. Don't come around when you need me. Fantasia put it in a song. If you don't want me, don't talk to me. You need to figure out whether or not you want that man. And then y'all need to figure out the terms of this relationship because it's obviously not working for Travis. And it's just selfish. I mean, I got to just say this, Gina, for as bad as you dress, you must got a Punani gold girlfriend to be doing that. So I can't hate too much on you, girl. Okay. But it's unfair to Travis. It's not cool. And now you're putting the children through trauma with this on again, off again. It's just you gotta figure it out, Gina. I don't like it. I don't live. While she's expressing this to the ladies, Shannon gets a phone call, and it's that Johnny J rejected her offer. And she states that she does not want to go to court, but is looking that way because she does not want to pay Johnny J any more money than she offered him. Gina feels that Johnny J should just take the check and live his life if he's so happy with Alexis, and I wholeheartedly agree. But Emily feels that Shannon should just cut him a check for what he wants and move on because she does not want to get this dragged out in court again. And I just think that that is such the shittiest situation to be in, to have to pay somebody a penny more than you want to because they won't go away. What kind of man is that, first of all? What kind of man is that? Are there actual documents showing that Shannon agreed to a loan? Is there a text message? I'm sure if there was by now, Tamara and Alexis would have released it. Where are the text messages that say this is okay, girl, it's a loan, I need my money back? Something. If it's word versus word, then how do we believe anything that anyone is saying? I hate this situation. It's not cool. All right. Alexis wants to be as far away from Shannon as possible, but I thought she wanted to reconcile earlier. Chad cheese. Because she know that news done hit. Heather talks about inviting Katie, and Tamara tells Heather that the more that she gets to know Katie, the more she feels that Gina was behind their whole situation. And I wholeheartedly agree with Tamara. Gina was definitely behind that. Gina thought it was going to be cute until she realized she was going to be implicated in the mess because she had been talking with this lady for months before filming to get this mess stirred up the mess. And now that the shit done hit the fan, she does not want to get caught. You caught, Diva. You busted. You busted it. Mm-mm-mm. Alexis tells the girls that she suggested for Johnny J to just settle, just take the money and let's move on. And Johnny J says no, he would not want. He's not ever going to settle. He wants the full amount because, according to Alexis, Johnny J feels that Shannon is dragging his name up and down the community. Baby, your actions are dragging. What's getting you dragged up and down the community? If Shannon said some stuff and it did not make sense, and we were on Johnny J's side, we would be on Johnny J's side. But what we're hearing, there's nothing to align with you on, and the community has already decided that you ain't nothing but a piece of Housewives hopping trash. I'm not even in the community, and I've cast my vote. Housewives hopping trash. Vote is cast. I do find it interesting. I would have serious doubts. Um, Give me one second, guys. Wow. I would have serious doubts and questions about my relationship if I were Alexis, because Alexis says that she told him to accept the money, he wouldn't accept the offer. That leads me to believe that Alexis was most likely being a girl's girl in that moment inadvertently, because yes, that helps out Shannon and that is being a girl's girl, but it wasn't her thinking about Shannon, it was her thinking about their relationship and just wanting to put this Shannon shit behind them so they can go ahead and continue to live the rest of their life happily. Right? And he refused to do it. So what about this Shannon that got you so stuck that you refuse to do it? And you with me, just be with me, let's be happy. Go ahead and get this little 30K or whatever it is that she offering, and we can use that towards our OC wedding that hopefully will not be filmed. But why won't he do it? Is he with Alexis to take a jab at Shannon? Is that a jab in itself? I just would have so many questions because why won't you leave this woman alone and just focus on me? Why are you so focused on her? Yes. Hey, Samara. Yes, that man ain't shit. Amanda K. I'm not an Emily fan, but I do understand what Emily is saying about about just pay him off and get him out of your life. But if Shannon doesn't have the money, I get it. Yeah, I wholeheartedly get it. I mean, listen, I be calling Evolution Media for an advance on my salary and get him out of. Sometimes you just gotta watch. You gotta watch that man right out of your head. You gotta watch that man right out of your head. You gotta watch that man right out of your head and send him on his way. I mean, but damn, $75,000 for a rinse and wash. Ooh, mm, hate to see it. Only person pay $75,000 for a rinse and wash is Heather Dubrow. mm, 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 mm. I mean, yes, if Alexis is telling the truth that she did go ahead and advocate for him to drop it, I think that she was advocating for him to drop it so they could be happy in their relationship and move forward and not have that baggage moving forward. Not so much about Shannon, but about them. And he refused to do it. It would make me pause for calls. Because what about this is so serious and so deep that you can't accept some money and move forward with your life and be with me and be happy. Something about that is not clean in that buttermilk. Mm. At the same time, Gina accidentally, oops, I'm so sick of, let me get that together because I almost really went off. Um, mm, mm. Oops, Gina accidentally drops that Alexis told them that Johnny J has videos of Shannon. Shannon gets upset, of course, and what videos, what videos, what videos, videos. What videos? And so Gina says, well, I don't want to go there. And then she goes there and tells him about the videos that Alexa says that he allegedly has of her the night of her DUI. And Shannon, of course, has a meltdown. And now it's starting to get. Let me ask y'all this. Do we believe Gina is really looking out for Shannon? I pose the question if we believe that Gina is really looking out for Shannon because she could have dropped that differently. She could have done that a whole lot differently than she did it. That oops shit is not working for me. Oops, I did it again. Oops, you did it again because the second time you oopsie daisied the freaking Ferragamo conversation, and that became a conversation on the PJ where there was no escape for Shannon. And now you're doing this again in the group. And I must say that this group of ladies that she did it in front of has been supportive of Shannon. But I mean, you could have pulled her side by side and just talked to her about that if you was gonna oops it. You wanted it out. It needed to be out on camera, but it doesn't feel like it was such a oops like Gina's trying to make it out to be. And so for me, I question the sincerity behind it being an accident. I think it was what she needed to do for the show. But she does agree that this is a fucked up situation, and I think that's where I land on it. But because it is not entirely an oops, Gina, you're wrong for that. Shannon says she's been working so hard on herself, and I know at that moment she just wanted to go ahead and order a drink, child. And she calls Johnny J a monster, and rightfully so, because that's what he is. Gina says for Shannon to tell her lawyer to tell Johnny J to go fuck himself because it's at this point extortion. Shannon goes off and talks to her lawyer, and she comes back and tells the girls that she told her lawyer to just pay him whatever he wants to get it over with. And Gina is concerned that she may have pushed Shannon too far over the edge with this news, and she's already hanging by a string. You should have thought about that when you was trying to push story. At what point are we pushing story that we're gonna break a person to get the story? Shannon is sobbing to herself as Emily and Katie are taking a bath. Surely that must have been Emily's first bath this season. Let me stop. Y'all know Emily get on my nerves. She was doing all right this episode because she said that she's going to talk to Alexis about what this is doing to Shannon, and surely Emily feels that Alexis will be able to understand from a woman and a mother's point of view how this is affecting Shannon, and to put herself into Shannon's shoes for one moment in time because it's becoming dirty, salacious, and gross. And I 100% agree with Emily for once. The first time all season I've agreed with Emily because I did not like how she was talking to Jen. I don't like nothing about Emily this season. So for this, she got it right. Now Shannon talks with Heather and discloses to her that she isn't lying about Johnny J, but she didn't know anything about a video. She isn't defending him anymore, and Shannon tells Heather that after the accident, Johnny J didn't even check on herself, which shocks Heather because Shannon said that the accident happened about 3 to 5 seconds after leaving the home. So Heather questions how Johnny J could not have heard that the accident happened. I question this as well because if you got enough time to get a video of her almost running your daughter over allegedly, then how you didn't hear her 3 to 5 seconds in 3 to 5 seconds get in an accident and go check on her? You're nasty, dude. That's gross, man. And so Shannon finally shows that graphic, gruesome photo of herself at the hospital, fresh from the accident. The picture was graphic, it was horrific. And she says that Johnny J's response was, "Why are the police bringing Archie over here?" He was only concerned about that and not concerned about Alexis. He never, I would venture to say that it don't feel like he ever cared for her, in my opinion. I don't know if that's true or not. How could you not? I don't care if you, I don't care. I'm gonna go check on a person. I'm sorry. I don't care. And when I saw that, I said, "Oh my God, are you okay? Like, do you need anything?" And then I would address Archie. Of course, Archie can come stay over here. Poor Archie. Poor Archie. The phone lines are open, y'all. Poor Archie. Oh Lord Jesus, just deliver Archie from it all. But that picture, you guys, that was the most heartbreaking, heart wrenching moment this season. And for me, this is where I draw the line. Enough. Hashtag leave Shannon alone. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. I almost cried because that lady has been through a lot. And y'all know that I feel that Shannon kind of thrives in chaos and mess, and she kind of lives for the mess. Y'all know I feel like that. But that was seeing too much. That was seeing too much. All right, you guys, if you want to call in, you can. The phone lines are open. My favorite number, 227, no place like home. Is in the group chat. Well, not in the group chat, but in the building. 227 of you guys are watching the show. I want to thank you for that. Demisio, if you have anything you want to add, if you watched the episode, come on up and talk for a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and see you guys later because it is late.
Hi everyone, hey Chase.
Hey.
I have to say, starting off, like I agree, this episode was very, very like hard to watch. It
Yeah.
was extremely hard. It just goes to show to you how far people will go. And it's just ironic that Johnny J is doing all of this when that was like his main issue with Shannon, which was being on the show and being in the spotlight. But I'll wait before I wear his ass out. I will say this about Jen. I like Jen. Jen is very authentic. Jen is giving her real life. This is, besides the money aspect of it, she's giving us everything that you would want, in my personal opinion, that you would want in a housewife. She's showing her real life. She's being authentic. She's being her. She's showing her real family life. Like, this lady is broke and she's on TV telling everybody.
Yeah.
You know, she's very down to earth, and it's just also an important lesson I feel is being shown to us too. If you take away all the personal side of it, it's a lesson on why it's important for people, but specifically in this case, women to secure and finance their own lifestyle and know about finances. Like, so many of housewives from all across the franchise we have seen, like, start from the bottom and work themselves up to the top, and it's only easier because they're on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, did she cheat? Yeah, but now she gotta take that and take what comes with it and work with it and downsize. I get it. You don't it is traumatic for the kids because you're taking them from one lifestyle and taking them to the next one that's a little bit lesser than the one that they're used to living to. But sometimes you just have to do that. That's life, you know? And I
I
feel
agree.
like, Jen is doing what she got to do. And that's just, that on that. What else? Okay. Again, you with the Gina comments are 100% correct. Girl, you study dropping these oopsies. You know what the hell you doing. You being messy. And that's why it is hard to see if Gina is being genuine or not. Because to me, she's just as bad as Tamra.
Maybe she getting her lick back.
Well, that is true. Shannon did do what she did last year, so it's just like, eh. At the same time, I can't really blame Gina, but it is still kind of messed up. But I literally never want to hear about John and Alexis ever again. Oh, I'm so tired of them. Like
Yeah, I'm
Tamra,
done. I don't. We're gonna. Of course, I want to finish the season out if I start it, but. Ooh wee, I don't. Ooh wee,
because
if
it's
I
just
never heard
like
about Johnny Dead again, it would be too soon.
John is a bum and Alexis is a pick me. Like if I was Shannon, I would have stuck with my first mind and I would have just had to go to court, even though I don't want to do that. But that's what I would have did because I wouldn't have wrote his raggedy ant looking ass a damn thing. Like I paid for all of this, and you want to sue me for a surgery that you gave me some money for? What the fuck is $75,000 after all this stuff I didn't pay for you? If that's the case, if I owe you $75,000 for a surgery, and if Shannon do got the receipts, like she said, baby, I'll be adding every one of them up. Every trip, every anything I paid for, I don't care if it was deodorant.
I honestly feel like at this point, maybe they went ahead and paid him so they can use this and count and sue him later for it. I don't know.
Yeah, probably so. That I could see that, but it's like we're literally watching this poor lady on the verge of a freaking mental breakdown again for the I don't know how many time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's just like I hope Shannon. I feel like after this season, Shannon needs to take a break. Shannon needs to go get some intensive therapy, and if she is serious about this alcohol thing, she will let it go. It's hard to decipher with that one because I mean, Shannon is clearly in denial stage about alcohol, so it's just like, how can you help someone like that when it comes to that aspect of their life specifically?
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
I mean, I don't know what she got to do to hit rock bottom, but I thought that this was the bottom where the rocks was at, child. All
exactly.
right, Demetrio.
All right, babe.
Thank you so much for tuning in and working tonight. I appreciate that.
Always, always.
All righty. All right, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Amanda K, Simara. Who else is in the group chat? In the group chat, love, love, love. Um, somebody else I don't want to forget. DM Rocks. Annie, hey, Auntie, excuse me, Auntie, our good homegirl, Auntie, Demisio, producing tonight, and to over almost 250 of you guys across all platforms for the after show. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shantae, hopefully, we'll be back next week. But until then, y'all know if I got to fly solo, I will. Please go ahead and leave comments on the video on YouTube and let me know what you think. Like it, comment, subscribe. Reach out to us on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram, wherever you'd like to. And turn your notification bells on as well. We'll be back next week with the full week. Love and Mary Chunksville is back. Um, Chasing Orlando 2 and 3 next week. And then we will also have Real Housewives of Orange County as well. With that being said, thank y'all for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. Y'all have a good night. It's late here, and I'm sure it's late wherever y'all at too. See y'all soon. Mwah. Good night, Divas.